Okay, so let's talk about how the 1-minute articulation app can help a nonverbal child. Now, you may not think that it can, but it does. It will help a child start to learn how to talk. So let me tell you how that happens. You can use the app with the nonverbal child in two different ways. All right, so the first way we're going to talk about is that we use sign language as the child uses the app. Now, don't be afraid of sign language. A child actually has to be able to imitate physically first, so they have to be able to copy little basic physical moves. They have to be able to do that before they can imitate verbally. All right? So sign language, they're imitating physical motions, and it will actually get them ready to imitate verbally. So it's a stepping stone. Another thing that sign language does that's really great for kids is it teaches them communicative power. So and all that means is that when they say something or sign, because signing is talking to them, when they say something, big things happen. But if they don't say anything, nothing happens. So they start realizing that words are powerful and that words can make things happen for them in their life. And so signs are easy because you can, if they're not going to sign on their own, you can actually take their hands and do it for them. And then they start relating that that sign works for that word. And hey, big things happen when I say more. I get good stuff. So let me show you how you would use this with the app. So a child would learn right away, if we're trying to teach some communicative power with them with sign language, that they do not get to swipe or push any of the buttons unless they sign the word first and they say the word first. All right, so this starts teaching them that they have to produce something in order to get a turn, and they love technology and electronics. So the app works great for that. So let me show you how you would actually do that. So I've got the app here, and let's go to G. Okay, so we're going to go to G, and we're going to just, you would start out, the child's going to learn a set of words first. Okay, they're going to learn all the words, and then we're going to take those words, and then they're going to put those words in a little phrase and then in a sentence. So you would go through, and you'd show them this, and you would show them goat, goat. And you would hopefully, they'll imitate that on their own, but if not, you'll take their hand and show them goat. And then as soon as they sign, they can swipe or push the button. Okay, now you're going to show them ghost. So you're going to do the sign ghost. And then they do that sign, and as soon as they do, they get to swipe. Now they might try to go swipe before they do the sign. Do not let them. They've got to sign first, and then they can do that. So next they have glue. So you're going to take and you're going to show them glue, and then they're going to sign glue, and they get to go forward. Okay, so that's an idea of how to use the signs at the word level. Now we want them to be able to go through all of the pictures and sign on their own before they move forward. Okay, but then after that, you can now take that group of words that they learned, and you're going to help them produce just a simple little phrase with them. So let's go to the phrase level. Now this says go get a goat. So what you're going to have them do is you're going to have them say go get a goat. Very good. So now they've put a 3-word sentence together, and then they're a ghost. So you're going to have them say, go get a ghost. And they're actually producing a basic sentence. Now, they're repeating the same, like, carrier phrase is what we like to say, go get, every single time. So pretty soon, those are going to become a powerful word, powerful phrase that they can use, and they can use it anywhere. At home, they'll remember, oh, I know how to say that. So they would say, go get glue. They're going to go get the glue. So that's a great way to use the app. Now, After they can do all of the phrases with those words, then you're going to move them on to a sentence level, okay? So we're going to go now, we're going to go to the sentence. And all that means is they're going to be using more words. They're going to build a bigger phrase and sentence, okay? So we're going to go to the practice. Now this says, give the guy a good goat. Now, sometimes when you're working with sign language, you can change some of the words, okay? So instead of guy, we're going to say boy, all right? So we're going to have them sign the whole thing. Give the boy a good goat. They just built a really long, nice sentence. Okay, here's the next one. Give the ghost, give the boy a good ghost. All right, and let's do one more. Next one, then we're going to change the word, give the boy good glue. All right, so now you're going to say, tell me your sentence. Give the boy good glue. All right, so you can go through and work through any sound because they really just need to learn words and how to produce words. They need lots of vocabulary when they're nonverbal. They need to realize their communicative power, that words are powerful, and they need to start learning to build simple phrases and simple sentences. So you can use any sound on here, or you can follow the sequence that we suggest on where to start. You can start with the step 1 and do P, B's, and M's, and then work all the way down that little chart that we offer you. But the important thing is that they start using their signs, okay? So that's one way. Now, the next way that you can use the app with a nonverbal child is by using visual phonics. Now, if you go to our menu on our website and you look at videos, we actually have videos up there of visual phonics. We love visual phonics. It is fantastic. So what it is, it's a hand cue for a sound that you teach the child a hand cue for a sound. And these hand cues will imitate they'll imitate like the way a sound is like naturally produced. And they're really, really easy for kids to learn and to use, okay? So sign language tells a child, or gives a child an opportunity to communicate. Visual phonics, when you use the visual phonics symbol, you're actually encouraging the child to actually produce a sound, okay? So let me show you how that works. There's a different sound for all the different consonants, but we're gonna do the P sound. Let me find that here, okay? And I'm gonna show you how this works. Now, you can just use one sound if you want for this, or I always like to pair multiple sounds. And we don't do the whole word at first, we just do the sound with the child. So we're gonna do the word level. And so we're gonna do pocket. So this is P for P. So you can just do pocket, okay? And you can go to the next one and do penny. You can do potato. So you can just do one sound, or you can go back and you go P, P. So that's the K sound, okay? And then you can take the child's hand and just have them kind of flick the sound. Whatever they do is okay. It's multi-sensory. That's why I like visual phonics, because they, they see it, they hear it, they feel it. So it works really great with kids as they're learning sounds. So you can just have them do the sound. And they don't have to really blend any word together. So this one you go pen, pen for penny. Okay, and they're doing two sounds, and so at first you're just going to teach them how to produce a sound, and then pretty soon they'll blend it together and make a beautiful word. This is P. They can just do that for pie. Pen. Okay, and then piano. Pen. Okay, See how that works? So visual phonics is fantastic. And we have taught kids how to start talking using visual phonics for many, many, many years. And the app is a great way because it gives them, again, something to do after they produce that sound, because they want to swipe and they want to push that button. And so you withhold that until they produce a sound. All right? Okay, now one other thing, when children are having a really difficult time articulating sounds, like a lot of kids will substitute a T for a K. And so anytime that we use the app for articulation, we always use visual phonics because it just gives another added help to the child. So let's go to K. And I'm going to just give you for just a typical child that's having a hard time with articulation. So let's say that they say tar. And this is where visual phonics comes in really great. You say, oh, you said tar, and it's car. So let's do our back sound, car. And then they go and they say towel. And you say, oh, you said towel. It's not towel, it's cow. And you can show them that with their visual phonics. And this is cowboy. All right? So go check out our video on visual phonics, and it's a great, great way to get children to start producing sounds. So you can use sign language or visual phonics, and a nonverbal child can use the app very successfully and make a lot of great progress quickly.